In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. Prisoner number 826 was a very young boy. He was 18 years old. There was a strange expression on his face. I could neither call him innocent nor cunning. Whenever I looked at him, I felt he was lost in deep thought. His face was mysterious. What pained me most was that he was a death row prisoner. At the age of 18, he was about to leave this world while it had not even opened for him yet. He looked so very young. I wanted to ask him whose fault, what crime brought you here, that you are leaving behind all the beauty of this world and setting off on the journey of the hereafter. But there was such hopelessness on his face that my heart trembled even at the thought of talking to him. My name is Shazia. Like those who work in the police, my heart was also hardened. But when I saw this prisoner, my heart melted and my mind filled with questions. I wanted to ask him so many things, but the prison environment does not allow such free conversation with a prisoner. Today, I was ordered that prisoner number 826's execution was in 2 days. His time had come. He was to be allowed to meet his relatives. My heart was trembling badly. For the first time, I was about to inform a death row prisoner of his impending execution. My heart was disturbed. I had thought I would definitely ask him about his last wish, because before death, every man's last wish is always asked. It is the only right given to a prisoner on death row, whether he wishes to eat his favorite food or meet his favorite person. His wish is always fulfilled. Prisoner number 826, whose name was Nauman Khan, was also to be asked his last wish. But for now, his family had come to meet him. His mother embraced him, crying, "Son, I am certain Allah will not let this punishment happen to you. He will save you. Son, I believe you will be acquitted with honor." Anyway, after Nauman Khan met his family, he was sent back to his cell. Now only 48 hours remained for him. Out of sympathy, I spoke to him for the first time. "Nauman Khan, your last wish before dying has been fulfilled." "What last wish?" he only asked. "That you met your family. Now surely there must be no wish left in your heart." "That is not so. I do have one last wish, and I want it fulfilled," Nauman replied with confidence. "What is your wish? Promise me you will fulfill it." "Yes, yes, we will. This is your right," I said, pitying his young age. "Then all right. Bring me before a senior. I will not express my wish like this. It is very special, and I know you will not carry this matter further." His mistrust angered me, but because he was a death row prisoner, I thought, let it go. The poor boy only has 2 days left. What will I gain by enmity? I presented Nauman Khan before the SP. "Speak, child. What is your wish? Tell us your last wish." I was surprised at how gently they could deal with a prisoner on death row, but perhaps they also knew his reality, his crime and why he was sentenced. Usually here, most prisoners had small crimes but heavy punishments, while those guilty of great sins roamed free. Anyway, when he was asked his last wish, he said, "SP Sahib, for the first and last time in my life, I want to get married, to perform nikah and spend one day with my wife." Hearing his wish, we were struck dumb. The SP Sahib wisely said, "Look, child, we can arrange your marriage, but who would agree to marry you? Your family is not rich. You belong to a poor background. Why waste your chance? Ask for something else. Food, drink, meeting someone. We will do everything because it is your right. Your punishment saddens us, but the law is strict. The law is the same for everyone, whether young and innocent or old and criminal. The punishment is one. I don't know why you were sentenced. Your case is the most mysterious, but still, you are a death row prisoner, so it cannot be without reason. Now ask for some sensible wish so we can fulfill it. But how can we arrange your marriage? Nauman calmly replied, SP Sahib, when did I say you must arrange my marriage? I will tell you a way by which my marriage will happen by itself. His words caught my ears. I thought perhaps he would say to marry a woman from within the prison. Anyway, Nauman said, announce in the mosque that Nauman Khan, son of Naimat Khan, wishes to marry a woman who can become his bride for one day before his execution. Now, this was a bizarre thing, but Nauman took a promise from us that if any woman came forward to marry him, we would not stop her, and she would remain with him until morning. His cleverness stunned us, his wit confused us. We said, fine, we will announce it, but we are sure no one will come to marry you. Why would any woman ruin her future? Why become a bride for only one day? Why fight with her family to marry you? But Nauman did not listen to me. He said, just make the announcement. This is my wish. After that, if no one comes, I will make no further wish. You can hang me. So we fulfilled his wish and made the announcement in the mosque, also telling that he was a death row prisoner, to be hanged in 2 days for his crime, and would leave this world. If any woman still wished to marry him, she could come to a certain police station and from there be taken to the jail. To us, it seemed a joke. We had fulfilled his wish, but exactly 1 hour later, Constable Manzoor reported that a woman had come to the jail in bridal dress with a Maulvi Sahib. This was astonishing. I thought perhaps it was just talk, but when I and the SP went outside, she was standing there with the Imam. The Maulvi Sahib looked as though he had agreed to conduct the nikah. He even had the nikah register while the woman was well prepared. Seeing her makeup and preparation, it seemed all this was pre-arranged. Now I began to suspect why Nauman expressed such a wish. What would he gain by meeting a bride for a day? Who was this woman? I asked the Maulvi Sahib. He said, I don't know. She came to me dressed as a bride, said take me to the jail. I want to marry Nauman Khan. I don't know what is in her heart. I told her not to do this, but she refused to listen. She said she only wanted to marry Nauman Khan. I told her he is a death row prisoner. In 2 days he will be dead. But she did not care. She said, no matter. Even if for 1 day I live with him, my wish will be fulfilled because I truly love him. We did not know Nauman had a girl who loved him so much she was willing to leave everything for him. It was strange, but our duty was to fulfill his wish. We did not object. The Maulvi was called. Nauman was brought from his cell and seated in the office. The nikah was performed. With 2 or 4 witnesses, the acceptance was made. Nauman said, now according to the promise you will send my bride to my cell. I will talk with her. We will revive our old memories for a whole day. Then she will leave. After that you may hang me. I will not mind. I will have my love. Hearing his words, tears came to my eyes. True love is really like this, I thought. But I did not know the great story behind it that would shake our senses. The SP, smiling, gestured me to lock the girl in Nauman's cell. There was neither chair nor bed. I too thought the same. I took the girl to the cell. It was barely enough space for 2 to stand. I locked them inside and went out. I thought soon the girl would get tired, but faint sounds began to come, as though someone was trying to open something. I suspected they might be trying to break the cell door, but I was calm knowing the cell door was strong and unbreakable. I only thought Nauman should have his last talks with his beloved. I had no interest in what they spoke, nor did I listen. I was satisfied knowing the cell had a strong lock that none could open. A long time passed. I grew sleepy. Then I heard a slight scream from the cell. I rushed there. The girl who had come dressed as a bride after marrying Nauman was sitting inside and said, "Let me out." I cannot stay with Nauman for a minute longer. I thought perhaps Nauman had misbehaved with her. She said, "My family must be waiting for me. Let me go home." Quickly I opened the door, freed the girl, locked it again, and returned to my room, leaving Nauman inside. I was unaware that by morning a storm awaited me. The SP asked me, "Where is death row prisoner 826? I said, "He must be in his cell. Why do you ask?" He said, "I do not see him anywhere. I sent another constable to bring him. Go check cell 826. I could hardly breathe. If he had escaped or tricked me, what would I do?" I hurried to cell 826. Inside was only darkness. As usual, I called out for Nauman Khan, but no answer. I shone the torch and saw a frail man lying on the jail floor. It seemed death had already occurred. I quickly opened the cell, but when I touched him, my soul almost left my body. Meanwhile, the SP Sahib had also arrived. He too looked at that person and was shocked. The SP Sahib started scolding me. "Don't you have any sense? You have had so much experience working here, yet you still don't understand people. You should be ashamed. I don't know where your attention always is. Now, if because of any negligence I am held accountable, then the effect will fall only on you. You alone will be responsible." And my heart wanted to pick up the girl sitting in front of me and throw her to the ground. Such a big deception had been done to us that it could never be forgotten. I had thought this girl dressed as a bride was crazy in love with Nauman Khan and had come to meet him. But I did not know that Nauman Khan had called her here to deceive us. He himself had put on the bridal dress and escaped from the jail, leaving this girl in front of us. Now we could not give this girl the death penalty, because the death penalty is only given to the convict. What could we even say to this girl when she was now sitting in front of us in men's clothing? She said to us, "You did not do right with Nauman. He was not deserving of the death penalty. Time will prove this." She looked into my eyes and said this, and it made me even angrier. But I could do nothing. The SP Sahib ordered that Nauman Khan must be found as soon as possible, otherwise in 2 days. What answer will we give? We had to give him the death penalty, to take him to the gallows, but he tricked us and ran away. It was very regrettable. The SP Sahib said, "I should never have assigned you duty in the men's jail. A woman is a woman, she cannot understand men." The SP Sahib was taunting me with various remarks. My heart was trembling. I could not understand how such a great deception could happen to me. I trusted a person, I pitied a girl, pitied her enough to arrange her nikah, and she threw dust in my eyes, but now we had only one option, either to reach the girl's parents or to search for Nauman Khan. In the darkness of night, where had Nauman gone, we had no idea, because he left at 4 in the morning. But my amazement was at the girl. Now my interest was centered on her. How did she agree to sit in Nauman's place? How did she accept him as her husband? And how did she think to take his place in execution? Such love cannot be for a criminal. If Nauman was so bad, then how could she love him so much? I asked her about her parents, and she told me clearly that she was the daughter of Manzoor Ali. He lived in the neighboring village. Calling Manzoor Ali would not have been difficult for us, but I thought, since the girl is in front of me, why not ask everything from her? Then she said something strange. She said, "I am ready to tell you the complete truth about Nauman, brother." I looked at her with surprise. She was calling her husband brother. "What did you say?" "Nauman, brother." "Do you think of him as a brother, or is he related to you? Have you people staged this drama?" She said, "No, he is not my brother in relation, but he is like a brother to me. I do love him, but not in that way to form such a relation. If I call him brother, then why did you do all this? Why did you marry him? Believe me, it is not like that at all. He will return by tomorrow evening. How could he leave me here? And now that he has married me, I am his responsibility. He will never abandon that responsibility like a coward. He is not one to run away. Hearing the girl's words, I was astonished. Then the story she told me shocked me even more. I was forced to change my mind and reconsider everything. My name is Nazia. My elder sister was engaged to Nauman. Since childhood, Nauman Khan was a very brave boy. Perhaps never in his life did he run away from anyone in fear. He was the son of my father's sister, being my cousin. My parents trusted Nauman greatly. Then when they engaged my elder sister to him, he began visiting our home. But village environment is very strange. One night Nauman came to our house to meet my sister. That day my parents were not home. Nauman was already engaged. Naturally, he had a relation with us. Only we two sisters were at home, no one else. He came from the back door. I understood he came to meet sister. I went to the kitchen to make tea. They were talking when there was loud knocking on the door. I was frightened. I thought maybe mother and father had returned. But when I peeked out, 3 or 4 men were standing there. Shadows of fear rose in my eyes. I never imagined such men would come to our door. I was comforted knowing Nauman was with us. But those men were village thugs. Just seeing them made me afraid. They said, "Open the door or we will break it." I pleaded with them, saying, "We are 2 sisters alone. Go away." Then they abused us and said, "We will not leave. You spread immorality in this village. We know who is in this house. A boy is inside with you." Hearing this noise, Nauman came out. He opened the door, told me to go inside. I went into the room, but Nauman confronted them. One of them said very filthy words. He said, "If we knew there were girls like this here, we too would come. We are 3 or 4 and will pay good money." Hearing this, Nauman could not control himself. They had said such dishonorable words that Nauman boiled with anger. Naturally, if anyone speaks such words about a man's fiancée who can bear it, Nauman then did not attack them because he was unarmed and wisdom demanded not to fight in front of us sisters. He tried to reason with them and sent them away, but now this became routine. Those thugs stood outside our house. Whenever parents were away, they troubled us. One day, such an incident happened that changed our lives forever. My sister was sleeping in her room when a thug broke the window and entered. Just then, Nauman also entered the house. He saw the man coming in. He could not tolerate it. Then a fight happened that not only took my sister's life, but also made Nauman commit an act for which he was sentenced to death. If we had been rich and powerful, this would never have happened, because when someone attacks your house and your honor, you do not shower him with flowers. Whatever Nauman did was out of honor. There was no case against him, but since the villagers were powerful, they made Nauman's life hell. For 6 months he remained hiding, but then was caught and imprisoned. Now even if he escapes, these people will not let him live. The fault is not ours, but of those who watched our house and punished us for crimes we never committed. During the family meeting, Nauman's mother explained this plan to him. My mother swore to him, saying, "I will even sacrifice my other daughter, but I will not let you be punished. Our family needs you more than anyone else. If I die, it won't matter." Saying this, the girl began crying. I could not understand what would become of this case, but by God's help they had contacts with some influential person. Nauman went to meet him in the city overnight, presented his case. He was a high-ranked lawyer. Sometimes knowing a good lawyer can save one from prison bars. Although the matter had gone very far, the lawyer's threats and arguments convinced even the SP that the death penalty was not deserved for Nauman. No appeal had been filed by him, nor was he given a chance to defend himself. The case proceeded, and Nauman was acquitted with honor. Because he was unarmed, he had no weapon, not even registered in his name. Allah perhaps protected their love and sincerity. Otherwise, I have never seen anyone acquitted from such a big case. May Allah guide us all on the straight path. Ameen thumma ameen. If you liked this story, then please like the video, and for more stories like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Miracle of Islam. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.